All right, guys, welcome to Kitchen Daddy. This week, it's Thanksgiving, so we're gonna make an incredible cranberry and macadamia nut stuffing. Now, don't freak out, because there's gonna be loads of sausage meat in there, onions, sage, all good things to make the most perfect sweet and savory stuffing. Guys, this is gonna be perfect for Thanksgiving and Christmas, so come on, let's get into it. Right, to kick things off, let's grab a large frying pan and get that on a nice gentle heat. Now I'm going to finely slice one onion. Let's add a splash of oil, get the onion in. We're also going to add some salt and a knob of butter, and I want to cook that really gently for about 5 minutes or so. We want that to become translucent. We don't want to try and get any color on those onions. So over here we've got some fresh sage, and of course, guys, you know, it's sage and onion, perfect flavor combination. So let's pick off about 5 or 6 leaves, and I want to finely chop them up as well. Now for the last 2 or 3 minutes of cooking, let's add the sage leaves in. We're going to move them around, and that's just going to become beautiful and aromatic. Okay, they're looking great. So we want to cool them down nice and quickly because we don't want to have hot onions going into raw sausage meat. So what we're going to do is just pour them into a baking tray. Let's spread them out, and we're going to pop them aside, and they should cool down nice and quick within about 2 or 3 minutes. Right, I've got a nice big bowl. We're all set up to mix the stuffing together. So let's kick things off by getting all that sage and onion into the bowl. Next, I've got about 500 grams, so that's about half a pound of bulk sausage meat. And guys, if you can't find that, don't worry about it. Just go and get some breakfast sausages, split the skin open, and then just remove the meat from there. Next, I want to add about 3 handfuls of panko breadcrumbs. And then we need a couple of handfuls of macadamia nuts and dried cranberries as well. And let's just break in 1 egg. Now let's finish that off with a good pinch of salt and pepper. Right, let's get our hands in there and give that a really good mix together. Now, the beauty of this recipe, guys, is there's no weights or measures. You know, it's a handful of this, a handful of that. And, you know, the only thing which you probably need to think about is, you know, for every 500 grams or pound of sausage meat, you probably want to add about 3 handfuls of panko breadcrumbs. Now, this really is the kind of consistency that we're looking for. This is about as wet as you want that to be. So let's grab a cast iron pan, and I'm going to show you how to cook it. So the first thing we're going to do is pour in some oil, and now using your hand, just wipe that around the inside of the pan. And we do this to stop the stuffing kind of sticking to the bottom. Okay, let's get the stuffing in there. Again, using your hands, push that out to the side of the pan. What we're looking for is a nice flat surface, so we know that everything will be able to cook evenly. Okay, let's run a knife around the side of the pan. Again, we do that to help that stop sticking. Now, the last thing we're going to do is cover that in some foil. Let's get that in the oven, 375 degrees Fahrenheit. That's about 190 degrees Celsius. We're going to bake that for about 20 to 25 minutes. Now, the reason I put the foil over the pan is to help protect those cranberries and macadamia nuts when it's in the oven, because they can catch and burn very easily, and nobody wants to taste burnt cranberries and macadamia nuts. And if I'm perfectly honest, guys, I also think it makes the stuffing a lot more succulent. It's almost like the juices are kept in there, and you get this really lovely, juicy stuffing to go with that. So I do that. The downside of doing it is it's just got this boring, plain color to it. You will get a little bit of coloring on the bottom of the pan, which is why we're going to flip that over, and you'll get that as the presentation side, but you're not going to get this lovely, rich, golden brown color. So flavor, perfect. Presentation, we need to do some work. So that's why we're going to make some fried sage leaves to scatter all over the top of them. Okay, let's get a small frying pan on a really high heat. Right, that's nice and hot, so we're going to add a good amount of oil as if we're going to be shallow frying. And over here, I've got loads of sage leaves. So we're just going to take one for the moment. Let's pop that in. Okay, it's not quite hot enough now. And as you can see, there's more bubbles coming off it and it's really starting to fry. So I now know that that oil is at perfect temperature for frying. So just take a step back because it can, kind of fizz up quite a bit. And let's drop in the sage leaves. Now, use a spoon, separate them out so everything can get fried. And guys, we're talking, literally 30 seconds for this. They're going to be done. So let's fish them out, put them onto a plate, ideally with some kitchen paper as well, which I don't have, so don't worry about that. But let's just pop them aside and they will be our beautiful garnish to scatter over the top of the stuffing. Okay guys, here we go. It is smelling absolutely incredible. So let's have a look. There you go guys. It looks a little bit anemic, but trust me, that is going to taste absolutely incredible. Really, really incredible. So let's grab a knife or like a fish slice or something like that. We're going to run that around the side of the pan, try and stick that under to make sure that it will come away nice and easily. And now we can grab a nice big plate, stick it on top. Up. There we go. Right, perfect, perfect, perfect. Guys, would you have a look at this? Oh, it smells so good. It smells absolutely incredible. And you know what? I kind of wish I hadn't put the foil on it so we've got that lovely darker golden color. But you know what, guys? It's so much. This is going to be so juicy and tender and not have any burnt cranberries on it. So, oh my word. That is more. Oh, I love it. Honestly, guys, that is the most perfect balance of sweet and savory all together. A really, really fantastic stuffing for you to serve on Thanksgiving or Christmas. I hope you like it. Give us a thumbs up. Get in the comments below. Hang on, let's have a little. Not bad. Very pleased I did that. Just to finish that off to make that look a little bit prettier. But guys, get in the comments, give us a thumbs up. Lovely hearing from you. And if you're celebrating Thanksgiving, have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. Cheers, man. Bye-bye. Whoa, hang on, mate. If you enjoyed this video, I've got 3 options for you. Check out the Kitchen Daddy website over here. Subscribe to our YouTube channel right here, and then check out another Kitchen Daddy video right by here. But why not be a legend and do all 3?